Top of first, Thiessen drops down a bunt. Fair, the throw to first. Will retire her in time. 2-3 if you're scoring at home. Now batting the second baseman for 25, Harley Carpenter. Top of the first, the Wildcats playing as the visiting team. Western Oregon will be the home team. First pitch to Carpenter over a called strike. It's 0-1. It's Thiessen, Carpenter, Moyle to lead things off here in the top of the first for Central Washington. Then it's Seaton, Zer, Bannon, Benthagen, Brown, and Cruz. For Western Oregon, defensively, Ricolon's at first, Carlos at second. Over at third, it's Lynn, the shortstop. Bowers, left to right across the outfield. McLaughlin, Drury, and Turner. Behind the plate is Kahile. As this is back up the middle, roving to her right. The throw off balance. Got her at first. And there are two away here in the first. Now batting the right fielder, number 13, Teresa Moyle. In the circle is Maddie Mayer, the left-hander for Western Oregon. The Wildcats have not seen many left-handers this season. That one's over for a called strike, 0-1. Moyle third in the GNAC in batting average, up over the 400 mark. A Baltimore chopper, fair, and he will make the play first. That took a very weird hop, and that is out number 3. Wildcats go down 1-2-3. We'll take a short break and be right back. Bottom of the first. It'll be Turner, Carlos, and Ricolon for the Wolves. Bottom of the first inning, Turner will lead things off for Western Oregon. First pitch misses from Stanfield, the ball 1-0. Turner at .333 on the season for Western Oregon. Stanfield winds and delivers, slapped foul. 1-1 the count. Stanfield, Wildcats' proverbial ace here in 2021, back at it again. Another one slap foul and out of play. Just 2 weekends left in regular season play here in the 2021 season before the GNAC tournament. Right now, the Wildcats sitting in second in the conference table. Wolves currently sit in sixth. It's a pivotal weekend for both playing for the top 4 spots. This is check swing over the head of Sydney Brown going back, and she's got it. Nice play there by Brown. Now batting, the second baseman, number 3, Logan Carlos. Here's Logan Carlos, 200 on the season. First pitch of ball, 1-0. On the ground, Seaton snares it. The throw to first. That'll retire Carlos. A flash of the leather. For Maya Seaton at third. And there are 2 gone in the bottom of the first. Now batting, playing first base, number 14, Zoe Rickalon. 6 pitches so far for Stanfield on the inning. First pitch is fouled away. Stanfield on the season, a .314 average coming into the ball game, and opposing hitters at a clip of just .240 against the right-hander. Struck out 35. Over 43 innings of work. She's tossed 4 complete games as that one's upstairs. The 1-1. Starts high, stays high. Another one fouled away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Seaton making her first start at third base, has normally been the backup catcher for the Wildcats, as that one's fouled off the backstop. Shows off the glove work early in the ball game. You gotta love to have a third baseman that can just swallow up anything hit down that line. Down the line and foul at first. Good at bat here from Recalon. 4 foul balls. Has not watched a strike go past. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We'll stay there and try it again. Umpires today, Dennis Allen, Paul Kiefer, and Timothy Taylor. Just a bit outside. Count will even up at 3-2. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Got her upstairs. That'll be the third out. The Wolves go down 1-2-3 as well. We'll head to the bottom of the second. It'll be Seton leading things off for Central. Top of the second inning, Seton will lead things off for Central Washington. Hitting .412 on the season. Oh, does not have the at-bats to be considered a qualifier. First pitch swinging, struck well in the left field, but running it down in left center is McLaughlin for the inning's first out, and a loud one at that. Now batting the first baseman, number 19, Matty Zur. First one is outside. And Zur starts the count 1-0. She's hitting .351 on the year. Upstairs, 2-0. Three and 0. Not the way you want to start the leadoff hitter of an inning. Three-one, a get me over pitches there. 3 balls and 1 strike on Matty Zur. They get 3-2 on the outside corner. Zur shaking her head. On a line, softly to second, and a catch is made. For out number 2, and that'll bring up Lacey Bannon. Now batting, the designated player, number 15, Lacey Bannon. Bannon at .379 has swung her way into the starting lineup here late in the season. First pitch swinging, it is fouled back and out of play. One and one, that one misses a bit high. Two and one, the count now to Bannon. Very patient hitter at the plate. 2-1s onto the batting cages. Make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. Twos across the scoreboard. Three and 2 back-to-back hitters now with a full count. Fouls it away to stay alive. On the ground, right side, fielded cleanly in a flip over to first. That'll retire the Wildcats. They go down 1-2-3. We are headed to the bottom of the second inning. Still 0-0. It'll be Bishop to lead things off. Bottom of the second inning, Chandler Bishop leading things off. She's sitting .353 on the season for the Wolves. Doing it not only at the plate, but also, or excuse me, not only at the plate, but in the circle as well. It's been a very strong pitcher for Western Oregon. First pitch to her is a ball 1-0 from Stanfield. As the season winds down, these games get even more important. They all, of course, count the same. That's over for a strike, 1-1. But when you get towards the end of the season, all those losses that you had earlier in the year starting to look a little bit different in those last few games. The pressure is on, and all 4 spots are still open in the GNAC Conference Tournament. Bishop waves at that one, 1-2. Might have fooled her there. The 1-2 off the outside corner, hit her spot, but it's still outside. Tried to get Bishop to chase. Two balls and 2 strikes. Here to Bishop. Right back from whence it came. Enters center field. That is the first hit of the ball game for either side. That'll bring up the catcher, Kahili. Now batting the catcher, number 15, Bailey Kahile. A flat 300 on the year for her. First pitch over, a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1 offering. Squares around a bunt, pops it up. Zer diving, can't make the grab. A try at first, not in time, so it's a bunt single for the Wolves catcher. Now batting their shortstop, number 9, Sydney Bowers. Here's Sydney Bowers, 321 on the season. Shortstop for Western Oregon. She squares around. Bunt is down to the right side. Zer to first. Throws it away. 1 run is going to come around, and there are runners on the corners. Now batting the center fielder, number 6, Allison Drury. And the Wildcats infield going to get together here. As that one just looked like it stuck in Maddie's hand for a half second too long. So here's Drury with nobody out. It's 1-0 Western Oregon. She squares around, waves at it, it's 0-1. On pitch. Pops it up, it's 0-2. 0-2, she's late. The throw to second, and it will be a stolen base for Bowers. There's one down for McLaughlin. Now batting the left fielder, number 11, Kira McLaughlin. Pair in scoring position with one away. Infield pulled tight on the corners, about halfway for the middle. Inside to start the at-bat, 1-0. And that one got away from Stanfield. Slow it down, take a breath. Only the second inning. 1-0 count. Call the strike, it's 1-1. Fouled away. 1-2 the count. On McLaughlin, a strikeout here would be huge for Central. Take away the sacrifice fly. Has to be a base hit at that point. The 1-2. In the dirt, Benthagen blocks it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wildcats have some stirring and stretching in the bullpen. 2-2, foul backing away out of play. Stanfield already up to 31 pitches through an inning and a third. Swing and a miss. McLaughlin down on strikes. That'll bring up Lynn. And then it's back to the top of the order. Now batting the third baseman, number 4, Kylie Lynn. First pitch a ball, 1-0. One and one. Stanfield finds the strike zone, levels the count. Runners on second and third. 2 down here in the bottom of the second. The Wolves have already put 1 run across thanks to a throwing error. Check swing, gonna say she did go around. 1-2. Inside, just off the black. 2-2. They'll tag her for the third out, and that'll do it. The Wolves get 1 run on 2 hits, helped along by 1 error. Stanfield strikes out the side. We'll go to the top of the third. Benthagen leading off for Central. Top of the third inning, Benthagen leading off for Central. First pitch to her misses for a ball, 1-0. On a line to third, it's knocked down. But Benthagen will be aboard with an infield single. I'm going to take a moment here as Lonnie Sargent and Jake Decker converge over at third base. And it looks like they might be signaling for a substitution there. 28 has come on out of the dugout. And it is Isabel Lewis. And my guess is she will take over at third. So Isabel Lewis will take over at third base for Western Oregon. Sydney Brown standing in. First pitch to her, a ball 1-0. Make it 2-0 to Brown. Lewis having to come off the bench cold here. Always tough to do. 3-0. Mayer wanted that one big time. Rocks and fires the 3-0. Brown swing and a miss. Sitting dead red on the 3-0, had the green light. Could not make contact. Back-to-back swinging strikes. And the count moves to 3-2. Fouls that one away to stay alive. Another foul ball. They'll keep it at a full count. And weekly pop to the mound. Brown is retired for out number 1. Now batting the left fielder, number 18, Ellie Cruz. Wildcats senior left fielder at the dish now. 311 on the year for her. Off the fists, that'll be down. Benthagen gonna advance, just barely. Single up the middle. That weird position for a runner where you have to pause. You don't want it to be caught and get doubled off. Now batting their center fielder, number 20, Allie Thiessen. It's back to the top of the order for Central. Allie Thiessen hitting .403 on the year. Back to the circle, to first for 1. And Carpenter will stand in. Now batting the second baseman, number 25, Harley Carpenter. Carpenter will start off now with a 1-0 count. Moves to 1-1. Over to first. That will retire the Wildcats. They leave 2 stranded. We'll be back with the bottom of the third right after this. Bottom of the third, and it's back to the top of the lineup for the Wolves. Turner will get things going. She's 0 for 1, had that little flare behind Sydney Brown. Called strike to start off this at-bat. Ooh, that one's chopped foul off the feet. Does not feel great. Especially if you're not wearing any armor. Upstairs. 1 and 2 tried to get her to chase. Another foul ball. Turner keeps the at-bat alive. Well, it's not Allison Mitchell or Tracy Tani calling out pitches today. That one's off the black, 2 and 2. Another one fouled off the feet. Turner will take a quick walk around the area. Bente going to go out and chat with her battery mate. In the air, shallow right, going back. Carpenter's got it. Another tough play for the middle infield, and Carpenter's able to reel it in. Now batting, the second baseman, number 3, Logan Carlos. And here's Carlos, 0 for 1 on the day, grounded out to Seaton over at third, and she's now below the Mendoza line at 195. First one's over a called strike. Takes a hack at that one, 0 and 2. Harris throwing in the Wildcats bullpen. The 0-2. Got her looking. Just like that, 2 away here in the bottom of the third. Now batting the first baseman, number 14, Zoe Recolon. That one's just off the outside corner, 1-0. Ben taking a nice job framing it there. On the ground, a second. Carpenter, a backhanded stab over to first. She will retire Recolon for the inning's third out. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left stranded. We'll head to the top of the fourth. Western Oregon leading 1-0 when we return. Teresa Moyle will start things for Central Washington here in the top of the fourth inning. First one's in for a ball. Moyle, 421. She's at that point in the season where even if she goes 1 for 3 in every game, her average will drop. That's how well she's been hitting. This is flared into right, sliding. It's going to get down. She's going to be at second with a stand-up double and a dying quail down the right field line. Now batting the third baseman, number 4, Maya Seaton. Seaton hitting an even 400 at the moment. She's 0 for 1 on the day. Flew out to left center. First pitch called, strike 0-1. Drops down a bunt to first. Seaton got her. Couldn't quite beat out the push bunt. But Moyle does advance. Now batting the first baseman, number 19, Maddie Zur. Zur with a chance to even the game. A fly ball deep enough into the outfield will do it. And Moyle does have some pretty good wheels. Motor around the base path. Here's the 1-0 to Zur. Fouled away. 1-1 the count. Misses. Mayer with a big exhale. That is the go-to sign of frustration for pitchers. 3-1. Here's the 3-1 offering. Misses ball 4. And the Wildcats have runners on the corners. Now the double play in order for Western Oregon. Now batting the designated player number 15, Lacey Bannon. Looks like we might have a runner. We will. McKenna King is going to run it first for Central. Now running at first base, number 6, McKenna King. Bannon 0 for 1 on the day, a ground out to second base in her first at-bat. Looking to make amends here. Tying run over at third. Outside. Squares around, pulls back. Strike is called. The throw, not in time. King has a stolen base. Double play no longer in order. And, oh, we got a broken visor. Oh, that's disappointing. 1-1 is the count on Bannon. Now ducks on the pond, as they say. Here's the 1-1 offering. Line foul, backing out of play. The 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Bannon. Fouled away. Two. On a line, that's going to get past the glove. That is going to bound into right center field to the wall. 2 runs are going to come across. Bannon's going to head for third. The throw. She's in. Now rounding third. Something's got to have. I don't know what's going on over there. That was pandemonium over at third. But it's a 2-run triple for Lacey Bannon. Now batting the catcher, number 16, Alyssa Benthagen. Bannon thought about just continuing right on her way, and she might have made it, but Allison Mitchell held her back. 2-0. And time is called as the battery's going to get together and have a chit chat. Two and one. As Benthagen thought about swinging but held up, called a strike anyway. Two and two to Benthagen. A little flare to the right side and down. Make it 3-1 Wildcats. Now batting the shortstop, number 23, Sid Brown. Oh, and 1. That count opens with a strike. One and 1. That one misses off the corner. Mayer doesn't like it. In the air to right field, Brown is going to be retired for the inning's second out. Benthagen will retreat to first. That'll bring up Cruz. Now batting the left fielder, number 18, Allie Cruz. Cruz at 326. Singled back in the third. Takes a hack at the first offering she sees for a strike, 0-1. Swings at that one. It's an end capper, 0-2. Swing and a miss. Cruz goes down to end the inning. The Wildcats get 3 runs on 3 hits. They lead it 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the fourth, Bishop will get things going. She is 1 for 1 with a single. That one misses 1-0. Call the strike on the corner, 1-1. Inside, 2-1. Bishop thought about ducking out of the way earlier, but held in. That's going to be 3-1 as it misses, but nobody seems to know where. Three balls, one strike. Fouled back and out of play. Count will move to full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. It'll be ball 4. And that one's down in the dirt. Leadoff hitter aboard for the Wolves. Bishop draws the walk. Now batting the catcher, number 15, Bailey Kahile. Inside, 1-0. Squared around and pulled it back. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Kahile at 323 on the year. She also is 1 for 1 in this game with a single back in the second inning. 3-0, squared around again. That one's low and inside, and time will be called. Stanfield and Bentagan going to get together here. Rio offering. Nobody out and a runner at first. Misses on 4 straight. First 2 hitters are aboard for Western Oregon. Now batting the shortstop, number 9, Sydney Bowers. And Tracy Taney will head out. Have a chit-chat with the infield as everybody's going to get together on this one. Might talk a little pitching strategy, but maybe also some defensive strategy. Bowers, 321. Laid down a bunt and reached on an error in her first at-bat. I wonder if they're going to roll the dice on that same play again, trying to get 2 runners into scoring position. Up and in, 1-0. Stanfield now at 60 pitches, 37 strikes. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Squares around and pulls back. It's 2 balls and a strike. Here's the 2-1. Got it down, but it's foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runners will have to retreat. Everybody goes back to where they started. Now Ashley Laver throwing in the Wildcats bullpen. Here's the 2-2 to Bowers. She'll fight that one off to stay alive. Into the bullpen it goes. Got her looking. A big first out there for Central. And it's back to the top of the order for Turner. Or no, excuse me, we're in the 7th spot at Drury. Now batting the center fielder, number 6, Allison Drury. Ooh, chases that one on the top shelf where Grandma keeps the cookies. 0-1. That one must have looked like a beach ball coming in. That's one of those Dustin Pedroia hacks right there. Up around the eyes. The 0-1 from Stanfield. Ooh, inside. Brushes are back off the plate. 1-1. Big cut. 1-2 to Drury. One ball, two strike count. Skips in, gets away from Benthagen. Runners will advance. It's 2-2. Charge a pass ball to Benthagen. On the ground, right side, diving stab by Carpenter. Central's going to get one, but a run does score. That's to short. Eats up Sidney Brown, and it's 3-3. Now batting the third baseman, number 28, Isabel Lewis. First pitch to Lewis, a ball. Two and one, the count. Two one. Swing and a miss. Counts even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. With 2 down, so there's 2s across the scoreboard. The 2-2. Runner going, throw to second, got her by a mile. And that will end the bottom of the fourth, excuse me. 2 runs, no hits, 1 error. It's 3-3 as we head to the top of the fifth. Thiessen leading off. It's a 3-3 ball game. The Wildcats with 5 hits to Western Oregon's 2. First pitch swinging is Thiessen, and she'll line out to center. One center fielder lines out to another. Now batting the second baseman, number 25, Harley Carpenter. Swing and a miss on the off speed from Carpenter. One and one. Line foul into the third base dugout. Count 1-2 on Carpenter.
That's a baseball thing. That's not a softball thing.
1-2, 2-2. Two on the ground, left side. That will retire Carpenter. Now batting the right fielder, number 13, Teresa Moyo. Moyle. 429. In the air, struck well to left. Not well enough. A long, loud fly out to end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth after this. Bottom of the fifth inning. It's a 3-3 ball game. Lewis will lead things off, hitting 167. She is in her first at-bat since taking over at third. It was Kylie Lynn who went down with an injury. That line drive off of one of her arms. Couldn't quite tell from here. Here's the 0-1. It's 0-2. No, excuse me, it's 1-1. A 1-1. 2-1. That's upstairs. Two balls and one strike. Fouled out of play. 80 pitches for Stanfield, 50 strikes. On the ground, dancing out of the way is Stanfield. That'll be a single. Right back up the middle for Lewis. Leadoff hitter aboard, and we go to the top of the order for Turner. Now batting the right fielder, number 2, Aaliyah Turner. Oh, how many balls were out of play? Good Lord. Coach Mitchell just threw 3 or 4 back in, and Stanfield wants a different one, as pitchers do. Pitchers are just a little bit different. First pitch to Turner skips in. The 1-0. Squaring around, drops it down is Turner. The throw to first will just get her. Now batting the second baseman, number 3, Logan Carlos. Off speed gets Carlos to pop up into foul territory. Zur roaming to her left. She will make the grab. There are 2 down on the inning. Now batting the first baseman, number 14, Zoe Rickalon. That one rolls in a ball, 1-0. Swing and a miss. Recolon pulled the shoulder on that one. Laver continuing to throw for Central in the bullpen. One and two, a called strike. Pitch number 88 for Stanfield. A 1-2. On a line, Zur knocks it down. It's going to be fair. She does keep the run from scoring. Runners on the corners now and 2 outs. Now batting the designated player, number 27, Chandler Bishop. Runners on the corners and 2 outs for Bishop. 371 on the season. 1 for 1 on the day, a single and a walk. Oh, 1. Bit of a confused swing there from Bishop. The 0-2. On a line over the head of Zur. That'll be a single. 1 run is going to come around and score. And the throw goes to third. It was not cut off. It's 4-3. Now batting the catcher, number 15, Bailey Kahile. That'll bring up the catcher at 323 on the season. A walk and a single for her as well. Back-to-back singles for the Wolves. And they take a 4-3 lead. Up high, a ball 1-0. And we're going to have a change somewhere. Bishop is off the bag at second. I'm assuming it's going to be her. And it will be. Now running at second, number 8, Sophie Franklin. So Kahile with a 1-0 count and a new runner at second. It's Sophie Franklin. 2-0. One's just a bit high. Two-oh. She's behind it. It's 2-1. Stanfield nearing the century mark. Two balls, one strike. Runners on second and third. On the ground, over the glove of Stanfield. Brown dives, can't get it. 1 run will score. 2 runs are going to score. It's 6-3, Western Oregon. Now batting the shortstop, number 9, Sydney Bowers. Two away, the Wolves have had a big inning. 6 runs, 6 hits. Total in the game for Western Oregon, 3 runs on 5 hits, and defensively 2 errors for Central. That one's called a strike to Bowers, 0-1. Final 2 weekends of regular season play. Central currently sitting second in the GNAC table. 1-1. Misses upstairs. This is into right and hit well. Moyle going back onto the track, and she makes the grab. That'll end a long inning. It's 3 runs on 4 hits. They leave 1 stranded, and Western Oregon leads it 6-3, heading to the top of the 6th. Top of the 6th inning, Seton leading things off for Central, 0 for 2 on the day. Struck one well, flew out to left and bunted back to the pitcher. It's 0-1. That was pitch number 70 for Mayer, 46 strikes. to first, and that'll be snagged in the air. 1 out. Now batting the first baseman, number 19, Matty Zur. Zur swinging first pitch. This one is skied to shallow center. It's going to fall. That one got up into the stratosphere. And it'll be a single. Looks like a line drive in the box score. Now batting the designated player, number 15, Lacey Bannon. That one was into the Bermuda Triangle. Bannon squares, gets it down right side. And they will retire Bannon at first. First pitch to Benthagen, over for a called strike. One and one the count. Fouled away. It's 1-2. One ball, two strike offering. That is going to be a dying quail and a right and down. Here comes the throw to the plate. And that'll be an RBI for Benthagen. Wildcats will have a runner at first, it looks like. Keegan Wise running at first. Sidney Brown at the dish. Brown swinging first pitch and fouls it away. The 0-1. Outside, 1-1. The 1-1 offering. On the ground, a short. They'll go the hard way to first. 4 out, number 3. One shortstop grounds out to the other. The Wildcats get one on 2 hits. They leave one stranded. It's 6-4 when we return. Bottom of the sixth inning, it's 6-4. Western Oregon leads. Brandner is going to lead things off. She is pinch hitting for Drury. First pitcher called, strike 0-1. Oh, one's upstairs. 1-1 strike. One from Ashley Laver. This is off the fist and fair. Laver will throw over to first. Or out number 1. Now batting the left fielder, number 11, Kira McLaughlin. McLaughlin. 229 on the season. She is 0 for 2. Struck out swinging and reached on an error. Chases that one upstairs. Big swing on the first pitch. It's 0-1. One ball, one strike, the count on McLaughlin. Strasser now throwing in the Wildcats bullpen. Seems like constant action down there for the Wildcats. Western Oregon, yeah, Erica Soli's throwing as well down there. 2 balls and 1 strike to McLaughlin. In the air, struck well to center. Thiessen going back just in front of the warning track. She'll make the grab for out number 2. Now batting the third baseman, number 28, Isabel Lewis. Oh, and 1. Starts out Lewis with a strike. Lewis down to 211 on the year. Had a single and scored a run in her only appearance thus far. She came in early in this one after an injury. Outside, 1-1. Just a bit high, 2-1. Two and one the count on Lewis. Laver checks the wristband and delivers. Fouled away, 2-2. Oh, Dennis Allen, the home plate umpire, didn't like that ball that came back from outside the stadium. So I think it's done for the day. But unlike minor league baseball, we do not have 144 game balls prepped every game. Here's the 2-2. Oh, that one bounces away. It's a full count, 3-2. When I worked at the minor leagues, I was in charge of prepping those baseballs with the mud from New Jersey. There's only one brand of mud that minor league and major league baseball will use to prep game balls. And it's made by one gentleman and his family up in New Jersey. I forget the town. But his job is to farm mud. Here's the payoff pitch to Lewis. In the air towards right center. Thiessen to her left, and she will have the grab. For out number 3. Top of the 7th, Central's final chance coming up after this. Top of the 7th, Cruz leading off. Swings and misses at the first pitch. She sees. Central needs 2 to extend it, as they are the visiting team in this one. They'll be the visiting team today and tomorrow. 1 is fouled away, 0-2. One and two outside. One, two, into center, and the catch is going to be made on a can of corn for out number 1. Top of the order for Central, it's Thiessen. Now batting the center fielder, number 20, Allie Thiessen. Oh, and 1. Mayer up to 85 pitches, make it 86 on this one. Squaring and pulling back is Thiessen, 1-1. It's the first time I've seen Allison Mitchell and Tracy Taney without parkas in the coaching boxes this year. Check swing down the third baseline and foul. 1-2. Thiessen down now below 400 on the year at 392. One ball, two strikes. Chases that one, and I think the home plate umpire ruled her out. It's a strikeout either way. Now batting the second baseman, number 25, Harley Carpenter. Upstairs to start things off. 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Off the outside corner, a good spot there for Mayer. 90 pitches, 61 strikes. That is what you want to see out of your starting pitcher. Swing and a miss. Lefty on lefty, dials it back. It's 1-2. Moyle waits on deck. I'm sure Western Oregon wants to get out of this one before she stands in. Triples up on the spot, it's 2-2. To quote President Bush, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me again, you can't fool me again. Fouled away, it's 2-2. Oh, that one came back and hit a pole, win a prize. Oh, no, who threw it, but that's going to be down the left field line and caught. That'll end the ball game. And 6-4 the final for game number one. We'll be back game number two, roughly 35 to 40 minutes.